We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
All right, but you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Yeah. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant. I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21 with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity.
The reason why I started out the video with that is because, all right, so Arnold Schwarzenegger went on The View. If y'all don't know anything about The View, those ladies absolutely have a disdain. I'm talking about Trump derangement syndrome on 1000 against Trump. So they tried to set up their question in a way to have him talk shit. I mean, sugar honey iced tea about the way that Trump is doing his whole deportation thing. And what they got back from Arnold was what we're about to play. And what he just now said was, America is phenomenal. Like I came here as an immigrant, and what I did with my life is crazy. And I would not have been able to do that in any other country whatsoever, at least not nowhere near this level with such ease. So he's breaking this down to them that he got an applause being pro-American on the Views platform. This is huge, bruh. It's 3 more videos to this that I'm going to play for y'all, but I just wanted to introduce it that way so that y'all can fully understand what we were about to watch.
All right, let's go.
Y'all are so good. See, y'all see, hold on.
I'm anticipating
Nah, don't do nothing now. See, all right, so Katarina, Shane, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, man. Everybody, thank you so much for pulling up to the LFR family. I'm here with some friends. Man, we're gonna be on the platform a lot, just having great discussions about what's going on in the world. Some things that we discussed tonight could potentially get us cut off prematurely. All right, The View is one of those things, and we're also going to discuss Trump's current position with regard to Iran and Israel. I know we're not supposed to talk about this, and YouTube frowns upon that. You're not supposed to talk about those type of things in these establishments, but y'all already know I'm in trouble already, and I'm not going to hide who I am. I just talk about the stuff I'm supposed to talk about. Thunderball McGillicuddy, what's going on, brother? And thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Love the LFR fam and JoJo. Thank you, brother. Hopefully you stay for the rest of the show. And guys, do me a favor. The only price of admission for our live streams is not through super chats, although those are appreciated. They're through likes. Hit the like button. Let's drive these likes up and see how many we can get up in here. All right. So what y'all think about what Arnold said so far?
Arnold is on point. You know, I can't I have no fault with what he just said.
I mean, as an immigrant, I feel the same. This country has provided my family with all of the opportunity to succeed in a way that they never would have anywhere else on the planet. So I appreciate this country. I appreciate all the sacrifices that were put into this country to get it to be the land of opportunity.
Yeah, I think he was real diplomatic with his answer. He probably didn't want to get it deported if he said so, if he talk shit about him. Nah, but I love Arnold. Arnold funny. I'm a fan. Um, I think the probably view is trying to bait him,
Mhm.
and he just weaved that real nice.
He's smooth with it. He's smooth with it.
They definitely didn't like the part where he was saying that you need to come here legally. And if you
You caught that.
are an immigrant, then you are a guest in this house. And I remember when my family was here and we only had our green cards, they were even scared of driving with the lights on in the car.
Yep.
Because
That
they
is
were
now-
like, what if that is against the law and unknowingly we break the law and they revoke to be in this country? Because they didn't know any better, but that's the kind of mentality that they had as immigrants, because they appreciated it and wanted to respect it in whatever way that they had to in order to keep that level of access to this country. And that's what happens whenever you have a legal immigrant versus illegal, because if I feel like the psychology is if you're willing to break the law to get into the country, then you don't really respect it.
All right, so you ready to cook? I see. I see what type of time you on tonight, Anna P. Okay, I know I'm gonna mess with you a little bit tonight too.
Over
I
a
think
week.
the best analogy was a bar too.
Oh yeah, it was. It was on point. It was on point.
That one made them very uncomfortable.
Hold on, which one?
That you are a guest in America.
Yeah,
You know
no.
what I'm saying? That made them
Yes.
very uncomfortable because of what they're pushing right now, and what we're seeing on the TV is the way they're destroying LA and all of these cities and marching up and down and cheering for illegals and criminal acts.
Yep.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. All right, so notice when Arnold was talking, Sonny put her hand on him, trying to get him to stop speaking because he was speaking facts. We didn't even get there yet. Don't rush us. Come on. We this like making sweet love right here. We got to cut on some music. We got to cut on some music back in the day. That's what we used to do. Man, we did not make love without music on back in the day. Well, at least me. Y'all probably was some gangsters. All right, so listen.
I ain't use no damn music. I made the music.
You made the music.
Beatboxing.
So that part right here is coming up, Monique. Thank you so much for mentioning that. We about to pull up on that part right now. All right, let's get into it, guys. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. Let people know what we're doing. All right, let's get it.
But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work.
Hold up. Whoa. Did y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Look. Oh, whoa.
That's called damage
as a
control.
guest, you want to help keep things clean. Look what her hand did. Wait a minute, Arnold, calm down, nigga.
That's called damage control.
Yeah. Calm down.
How dare she touch the Terminator?
Mm-hmm.
dude, that's harassment. He should have defended himself.
Mhm.
Calm down, man. Go. Hey, she got some pretty hands, though. I'm gonna tell you that much. She got some pretty hands. Those look like some rich hands. She counted some thousands with that, some tens of thousands with that one. But yeah, she calmed him down a little bit. Okay, so this is what Monique was talking about. All right, we on it now, Monique. This Monique was talking about. Notice when Arnold was talking, Sonny put her hand on him, trying to get him to stop speaking because he was speaking facts. She just now said that, and we didn't watch this clip yet. That's crazy. Okay, let's get back into it. Let me go back just a couple little seconds and finish up what he's talking about. And he's absolutely right, but we're going to talk about it when it's done.
And keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna wait until y'all done to tell you something this time.
Arnold, you are
No
no
disagreement.
longer welcome at the View.
What the heck is that?
Yep, he just lost his card to the View.
What is that? What is that? Y'all hear that?
No.
I don't hear anything.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Music just started playing on my side. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying Arnold just lost his invitation. His next invitation has been canceled. Or his View subscription has been canceled. His View membership has been canceled.
You damn right it's been canceled. They thought they was gonna get something else from him. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't gonna talk until y'all done.
No, I mean, what Mama M to the third.
Hold on, wait until Mama M. You leave that alone. I'm gonna read the super chats. I want you to go ahead and speak on it.
But I mean, it's true. I mean, in terms of when you come to this country, you have to respect this country. If you're leaving the country that you originate from and you're coming to another country, regardless of if it's the US or any country in Europe or wherever it might be, you have to respect and acclimate to the way of life in that country. If I were to pick up and move to Somalia or Iran, when I went to visit my grandparents in Iran, I had to cover up and go by their customs because that's just how it is. If not, you're going to face consequences. And if you're coming into the US, you have to come here legally and you have to be willing to live life according to the sets of laws that are in place in the US. And one of those laws is you cannot come here illegally.
Yeah. He just civilized the View. He just gave them a little bit of home training. Because the way that they're talking and the things that they're promoting is lawlessness. Is anarchy, basically. Just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well,
they were trying to bait him.
They were trying to bait him, but that's why C1 said what he said. He said they're not going to invite him on anymore because what happened was they thought they had an easy mark. They brought Arnold Schwarzenegger on there. They know that he's kind of sort of friends, but not with Trump. But they know that he's more fair, and they thought that as an immigrant, that would be a slam dunk for them. Like they'll just ask him, "What do you think about the how all of this is going lacking any sympathy or empathy or anything. Like they was just trying to, just guide him in that direction. And he curled them real quick. He said, wait a minute. Like the
But
attitude
that
of the individuals.
And a Democrat.
Yeah, and like he really hit them with something that they didn't expect, and because of that, they could not even shut him up. Why? Because he played it smooth, like Hood was saying earlier. His pivot was so smooth, man. He weaved the hell out of that joint on purpose, and then he made sure that he spoke very concisely for 3 minutes straight without them interrupting him. He knew that they was trying to interrupt him. He heard them. He heard them trying to interrupt. He felt their hand on his shoulder. He didn't care. Like I'm a big nigga, but I feel that little smooth, that little baby hand on my that was a nice little hand. He felt that hand, but at the end of the day, bro, he had a message.
Yep,
he had a message. Yeah.
This all boils down to liberal stupidity, where because they are so accustomed to the box categorization of people, where, oh, you're in the LGBT group, you're in the feminist group, you're in this or that, or you're black, you're white, you're Asian, whatever. They like to group everyone together and have a blanket assumption of how those people think, where they put him in the category of he's an immigrant, so he's automatically going to agree with us and our opinion of how immigrants should think. But
she had to go find it. They had to bring on an illegal immigrant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then, you know what I'm saying? Like they brought a legal immigrant.
But C1, the problem is that liberals deliberately will not make the distinction between legal and illegal immigrants, because they want to just be able to say that conservatives and Republicans don't like immigrants, but they don't want to make that distinction between legal and illegal, because conservatives like legal immigration. They don't like illegal immigration. And for them to make that distinction, it messes up their entire argument and claims of bigotry and racism.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mama M said, every legal immigrant I know is pissed at all the illegals. Assimilate, make it better, or leave. I'm gonna let y'all know something, and it's just between me and y'all. All right. Don't tell nobody I said this. But someone that's very close to me, their neighbor, who is really big on TikTok, him and his family are in the process of being deported, and the type of things that he's reporting back to my peoples is extremely heartbreaking. So when you hear it from the side of the people who are the illegals, whether legal or illegal, that's how they build a little empathy. They're closer to the people that hear their stories. When you hear someone's story and you sympathize with what they're going through and how they're going through it, and you're seeing the tears of their what is it, abuelo, grandmother or whatever, and all their other friends and relatives, then you start to see it from a different side. But here's the thing: what Arnold Schwarzenegger was saying was absolutely correct. A lot of these people who are rioting and being so entitled and arrogant in their thinking that America owed them something simply because they crossed the finish line and yelled asylum, that they can give the rest of the country their asses to kiss for tens of years and still not get their papers. You got people who have been here for 20 plus years and are being deported because they have yet to get their papers. But then the Democrats would give them an excuse as to why that has not happened. They would say that it's because of the conservatives and certain policies that are in place and how expensive it is to get these documentations done. And they would give them every excuse in the book for them not getting it done, but they're still illegal at the end of the day. So if your time is up and you have the last administration really pushing us to the brink, ready to like kirk out on the current administration because they was bringing in millions of illegal immigrants, and then putting $1,400 per family in their pocket, and then putting them in shelters, and then putting them in brand new hotels and apartments, while the streets of California, Chicago, DC, and New York are flooded with homeless American citizens whom they will not help. Why? Because it doesn't go into their new agenda of creating a new voter block for the Democrats.
I
So
got
they
a few
just stepping
bills
over us
things
for
I don't
them.
want to pay. Where's my skip Uno card? I don't get to skip.
You gotta be one of
Got a
them
couple
big
things
wigs
I
in
don't
order to do
skip,
that.
so I got to pay everything else. But if I came through the southern border, all of a sudden I get to skip everything.
Pretty much.
Another misconception is, Van, if you get your green card, you have the as someone that's actually been through that entire process, you have to be living majority of your time for the first 5 years that you have your green card in the US. After that, you are eligible to start the process to take your naturalization exam so that you can become a US citizen. All you have to do is make that appointment. Now, I don't know if there are any things that might delay it in terms of if you have a record or if there's certain things that can delay that process, but I know from the moment that you are here legally, the timeline is only 5 years from you being legally here to becoming a US citizen. My family came here May of 2000 and we were citizens by August of 2005. So
Really?
that's the reality. Yes. And
Did
that's
y'all
the
were
thing
y'all
that
rich?
I'm sorry, what?
Did y'all were y'all rich? Did y'all come here
No,
with
my
with
parents
money?
came here with nothing. My dad was working 3 jobs. My I never saw my dad in the when we first came here. He was working 3 jobs and like cleaning offices overnight and like working at a pizza place as a delivery person and like working at a junkyard. Like he was doing any job that he could take just so that he could provide for my family. We had nothing. My parents sold their wedding bands to be able to afford the visas to leave Iran. So we came here with nothing. And in terms of the paperwork being expensive, if it was, I don't know how we did it. And in terms of getting here legally, once you're here legally, after 5 years, you can apply to gain citizenship.
My father
So
did it in
being
7
here 30 years and not being a citizen, that blows my mind. Or even being here 30 years and still being undocumented, how is that possible?
My father did it 50 years ago.
Mhm.
So it is what it is. It's they're using emotions
Mhm.
to get you to throw out logic. It doesn't work anywhere else. If you get caught in the movie theater, you get kicked out. Sneaking in the movie theater, you get kicked out. It's not personal. It's that you got caught doing it the wrong way.
So you mean to tell me that you can't invite me in your house and I can't get on your white couch with my dirty boots and say they should have never gave you niggas money,
No,
and you can't
you can't. You
put
can't.
me out?
You can't do that. Nope. And you have no business upstairs in the master bedroom bathroom. That
You
was not.
follow the rules.
Yeah, that's not for you. How did you get up all the way up here? How did you get into this bathroom?
That's like when you come in our house. Joy just now put some signs on the wall hood that says please take off your shoes before you come in the house. Like we and every time we watching these movies and TV shows of people of rich people houses, they just wear their shoes in the house. So Joy was like, so when people come over here, they're gonna think we poor. I said, I don't give a damn what people think.
Hey, I took my carpet up because of that. I had like some off-white carpet
Yeah,
and the cookouts and shit we was having and in and out. Man, I had to get rid of it.
yeah. It was just smarter too.
Yeah,
We
man, just
never wear
trying to
shoes in the
clean it.
house. We're not allowed to at all.
But that's a good habit to have. We got like hard floors now, so it's not comfortable to be shoeless in my house now. I got a little area rug, but that's just right here.
Yeah.
I just do slippers in the house. I take my shoes off at the door.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's two.
all right. Well, all right, we're gonna move on to our next joint right quick. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for pulling up tonight. Y'all are absolutely amazing. And also, I want to say this for everybody who sent up a prayer to Anna P and her family when she was going through what she was going through. Y'all remember?
Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate you covering it.
Yeah, she told me to thank y'all. I don't know if I did, but thank you. She's here now. She can thank you too. So this is what's going on in this right here. Tyler Perry is being sued for sexual assault. He's being sued for sexual assault for $260 million by this guy right here. Cuz looks zesty as a mom. So does he. Now,
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
I mean, okay, Tyler Perry got him a bunny bunch.
$260 million? Are you
For
serious?
260 million.
There's
is
no. I'm sorry, but
Insane.
how are you that traumatized?
Insane.
Shoot for the moon.
I want to
Shoot for
see
the
the
moon.
therapy bills.
Here's some of their texts that they've been having going back and forth. I don't know if y'all have seen them on line, but I think Tyler Perry is in the gray, and the guy is in the blue. Yeah. So this right here gets super flirtatious and all that. And honestly, I'm not comfortable enough to read it. So what I would do is I'm gonna go ahead and share this to my X page. So just in case you guys want to look through it, because it's a whole lot of, unless you want to read it. Do you want to read it, Anna?
I'm good.
Okay.
Have somebody else read that. I'm not reading it.
Bub, what you think? Look at all these back and forths, man. So look at all these back and forths, bro.
Yo.
Look at all these back and forths.
It might be true. There's been stories about him being zesty for a minute.
Yeah.
He's not even cute.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry. I should not be.
No, what'd you say?
I sound like I'm victim shaming, but I was like, he's not even cute.
You said he's not even cute. So
Yeah.
you saying that in order for Tyler Perry to be...
No, that's not what I mean. See, okay, that's the reason that I said I should not have said it, because it was just like a random thought that popped into my head that I couldn't filter out.
Right.
My bad.
So you mean to tell me that this don't look just like a little business meeting? Now it doesn't, but any other time it would. It's like if this wasn't out, y'all be thinking, man, you just want a business meeting. At least I would. I don't care too much about his life, you know what I mean? But this is what it's going through right now.
I would think the same thing I'm thinking now. Looking at that picture.
What you thinking now?
That a little too zesty. Like, yo, that ain't the pic. Like, you, nah.
Well, I don't know if y'all remember this, but Christian Keys, this brother from back in the day that used to act on everything that Tyler Perry had, he came out with this, and then he got blackballed in the industry. You're not going to see this dude on nothing unless it's Hulu.
Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because
Basically, this brother was the first person to out Tyler Perry for sexual harassment and being, treated a certain type of way when he pushed against it, and he lost everything because of it.
Did Tyler ever respond to that?
Tyler said it was BS. Come on, bro. I know nobody believe you. And then
Of course
the
it's
whole
okay.
Jay-Z thing. You ain't got enough people. We don't believe you. You ain't got enough people. Like, popularity wins the day. The person that can get me a job wins the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can you put some money in my pocket?
Yep.
No.
The industry.
Yeah, the
I
industry.
think if it's false, you just don't work with them no more. But to have nobody work with them again, it's just screaming guilty.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in blackballing people. I mean, people got to eat. You know what I'm saying?
But
See,
blackballing is real.
I know it's real. I know
you
it's
got
definitely real.
humanity.
But that just shows guilt to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
You want to destroy somebody's life because they told the truth about you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What I don't
Even though,
understand,
Mhm.
sorry, what
No,
I don't get is that they're in Hollywood where being openly gay and embracing that is so accepted. So why go through all these little tunnels just to hide it? I mean, people already had speculations about Tyler Perry, and I mean, the kinds of movies that he makes, he always finds a way to put men in a woman's dress or women's clothing. So it's not shocking to me that he's being accused of something like this, but if he was just an openly gay man that just produced movies, I think his movies, first things first, would have done much better, because the whole LGBT movement would have propped him up even more.
Because it might be because his purpose for being that way, or them getting behind him being that way, is to help emasculate and help effeminate, make men effeminate, and make effeminate men seem cool.
But who made them cool? Tyler Perry is one of the people that made them cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why he won't necessarily come out and say like, "Yo, I'm just gay." I'll portray this kind of ambiguous guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all look at it and see like you obviously effeminate. You know what I'm saying? You obviously look like you lean. You don't look like you straight down, up and down the middle. You lean a type of way. You know?
Well, in that text message that they had, well, first of all, just I agree with you 100%, bro. I think honestly he probably is under contract. I don't think he can come out as gay.
Right.
I think he will lose way too much money, in my opinion.
Like whoever he signed up, whoever is his boss, whoever he works for, that's no, you here to serve. This is the purpose you serve.
Okay.
but if gay is okay, why not say it? You know what I'm saying? I don't get why put it in a contract to not say who you really are. This is what I don't understand. Because this is more of a reason that's telling me that it's true. I mean, it's like serial killers tell on themselves. You know what I'm saying? everybody doing something wrong or that's frowned upon, they somehow tell on themselves somehow, some way. And this is telling me, he's telling every movie he got some kind, it's a gay dude in every movie. It's some dude that's thinking about being gay. It's some gay stuff in every single movie, even before it got as open as it is right now. Even in his plays and stuff.
It's
It's
just so
been
that
the
you
same thing.
I have one thing to
call it
say.
out.
This just reminds me. I don't know if you guys saw that video where I think Brett Cooper did a segment on this, but there's a recording artist who just created a song, and she's basically apologizing to her fans because she had said that she was bisexual and now she is in love with a man. So she's straight. She's in a straight relationship. And then Brett had also coupled in how now Billie Eilish, who was notorious for bashing on men, is now in a relationship with a man. And then Demi Lovato just married a man. And Miley Cyrus had a clip from when she was straight again.
All right.
They were groomed.
She stuck.
They were groomed to think one thing, and when they got old enough to think for themselves, they changed.
Yeah. But the clip with Miley Cyrus was the most telling one because she had said that she felt like she needed to identify as anything other than straight in order to fit in with the Hollywood crowd, which is the thing that really confuses me because it's like if Tyler Perry is gay, that's fine. But why
It's
not
not
just
fine.
embrace that in Hollywood? In
Not
Hollywood, it is.
It's in Hollywood. It is like you and Hood was just saying the same thing. Look, it's 100% okay to be who you are in Hollywood, even if you're whatever you want to be. It don't matter. Like I'm not going to judge anybody, but I'm saying it is in California. That's the place to be. Whatever you want to be, cat, dog, man, woman, today, tomorrow, don't matter. But the culture is not as forgiving as we act like we are. And the culture is going to lose that man a lot of money. He's money first. He's a work hog. But here's the thing: he tell people through his artistry, the same way Luther Vandross told us through his artistry that he was gay, but he could not come out and say that he was gay, or he was going to lose a lot of his fan base. So he never did. He never did. So I don't think Tyler Perry is going to ever come out. I think he's taking the Luther Vandross route, and he actually said to dude in that text, that you know we going back and forth now, but when we go back to work, when we go back to the studio, we're not friends. He said I'm not friends with anybody that worked for me. He said you're going to see how people address me on the set. They're damn near afraid of me, and I like it that way. He said, don't be there acting all extra like we're dating.
But
The dude
Tyler
is,
Perry, I mean, I've heard stories about him in terms of not even in like a sexual assault type of way, that he's just a nightmare to work with. So that checks out
but
completely.
hold on. I'm hearing that he's absolutely like he's a drill sergeant, but I'm hearing that he pays people way more than they've ever been paid ever in their life.
Yeah, that's to keep quiet.
Yeah, it might be to shut up.
Like
That's hush money, bro. He made more millionaires, black millionaires, than anybody ever. Didn't he say that out his own
he
mouth?
did say that. He did say that. He said he made
Yep.
more than Hollywood
He has
made.
a big
Yep.
his most of his fan base is women.
Most of their fan base is women, and a lot of these women are single mothers who are
Mhm.
raising boys that don't have a male in their life, and
Right.
this male
Women.
is the one they see the most, and
Yep.
they gonna want to be like him.
Right. That's why I say like it might be for him not to say anything about his sexuality, not to come out as gay, but just to
Exactly.
make a lot of more beta males, make
A lot more.
male acceptable.
All right, so let me read some of these super chats. Brown Eyes, what's going on, babe? How you doing, Brown Eyes? She says, Keys work with Tyler Perry now on all the Queen's men. Oh, so Kings work back with him. They must have made a deal. They must have made a deal.
Settled out of court.
Yeah, they settled out. They settled out of court.
And his Diddy stuff out. You don't think his name, if it haven't come up already in the Diddy trial, you don't think his name came up? Him and TD Jakes.
Oh, TD Jakes' name keep on coming out. Keep on coming up.
Yep. All these guys' names gonna come out, I think.
Renee says, always enjoy catching this discussion panel. She really enjoys this discussion panel. She said it's always thoughtful and provocative conversation. Okay, we doing something right.
Thank you, Renee.
Hey, thank you, Brown Eyes, and thank you, Renee. Appreciate you. Luke, Hollywood is the devil to all. You know what? I'm not even going to disagree with you. I'm not even going to disagree with you. For sure. I'm really not. All right, so I got something else to share with y'all. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. This young lady is going to show off something to us, and I want to hear exactly how y'all feel about it. All right. I'm gonna keep us in the frame for this one. I got to.
Bitches getting way too fucking bold behind these ghostwriters. Do I need to remind you bitches that I rap for real? Like real life got that pen, like real life ain't need no ghost for real. Country bitch, I been right at the trailer to hop in a brand new Chevy. Hold up like a doing the lights. Red post give a fade to see her. Been eating no bitches, no lesbian. It don't impress me to see no little girl with some diamonds. 12K plus for the shit on my granny. My son ain't home my chain, but the shit still bling. Ain't throw a couple dollars on the beach. Need to get a new tits. Whole can't speed team. Need to make up put the money with her mouth is. Bitch, I could tuck her away to Atlanta. White bitch, no Bama. I can show you what the South is. Pussy sweet home family. He wants spray, but a CEO missed on camera. That mean hey shit sweet, but it's cool. 30 round Ruger turn a bitch to a dancer. I know a bitch so fine, make a straight hoe look twice, turning by curious. She love a bad bitch. She loves stalking Sierra. Shane gay, but he made George curious. If bitch think she hard and she serious, hoes on whiskey. Dick, I ain't hearing it. Knock a bitch down like a traffic cone. Do the redneck slide like fast and furious. Come through this bitch like a native, like a ruly ass teenager. I'm throwing my way around that bitch. See on the beat and she spaz. I don't need no ghost. I'm believe it's supernatural. Red ass, that's natural. Body getting red, bitch, that's factual. Fucking little light red beefing with a walking dead looking ass bitch. I believe it's supernatural. I said the fuck I look like rap beefing with a walking dead looking ass bitch. I don't believe it's supernatural. No said, bitch. Red bitches again.
Bat. Bars.
She just killed that jump.
Yeah.
Bars. She just killed that. That's weird. Whoever she was going at, she got fried.
That's why I like America. This is America.
I did not like her flow though.
Anything can happen.
Really? That's what I like the most because most girls is just, I mean, most girls rapping, they don't have a lot of the substance like that. I'm just getting tired of twerking and sex this and sex that. And
no, I mean, I agree with you. I'm not saying she's not lyrical. I'm not saying that she doesn't have, I don't know if flow is the right word. Is it cadence or flow? But like she just sounded so monotone, like just line after line. It's like, I like a little movement with it, a little melody with how you're delivering the lines.
You wouldn't be the best judge for it. I don't think you listen to gangster rap.
That was meant to
give me a little bit of oomph with it.
Yeah, that was
just bars, bar heavy. That was just bar heavy right there.
Okay, but there's
barred whoever she was rapping against out.
Yeah, that wasn't meant to be a single. That was just bars.
Yeah, that's not a song.
like Anna, just think when you sick and tired of somebody, you look at them and give them that monotone voice. Look, I'm not playing no more. And that's basically, you know, that she was job fired. She was job fired though. That was fire.
I didn't say she wasn't.
She was rapping. She had that country growl with her. I like if if I can name one thing I liked about her, it will only be her flow. I don't really like the way she looked. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
but
don't like the voice. Yeah, the
yeah,
deep voice. Yeah.
but that's all her vibe right there. Obviously, she's been accepted into a certain area, you know, a certain group of people who got that type of swag and history and life, so to speak. And she talking her sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, country rap is coming up, and she probably about to bust loose down there.
Yeah. Somebody said that she's trending on all over the internet.
hmm
Yeah,
that one
Yeah.
somebody
right there. She beat a bunch of the mumble rappers. She beat a bunch of them guys out there right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Couple of guys, man. What?
Yeah, a
What?
lot of them guys that's trending as signed artists and everything. Like, yo,
She should go to URL or something and battle rap.
well, we gotta see a little bit more. That's just one. We gotta see if she got another one.
yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta
true,
support.
true,
Yeah, that might be her only one.
true, true. Too many people in the world like that with just one good song.
Yep.
Let me see. Hold on one second. Hold on a second. I just now.
Country rap has all. There's Upchurch. Upchurch was the first one that I listened to in terms of exposure to country rap. He's been doing it for a minute now.
First person I heard, his name was Cowboy Troy.
I
This
haven't
was
Cowboy Troy.
Cowboy Troy. It's the first one I ever heard, and I
I
was
don't know.
just like, "What country rap,
Yeah,
How long ago was that?
just getting
man?"
introduced to country rap tonight.
Easily, I want to say easily 10 years.
But you
I
heard Bubba
believe.
Sparks before that?
Nope, he was before Bubba Sparks, I think.
For
Cowboy
real?
Troy.
Okay.
Yeah, Bubba Sparks. I
Sparks.
think he came like mainstream, then went country. Cowboy Troy just straight country.
Was he before Outkast?
No, he wasn't before Outkast. No, no.
Because you had the
Yeah.
Dungeon Family.
I
You
ain't never
consider
heard
them
of
country
him.
rap?
Huh?
You would consider them country rap?
Yes, absolutely. We from DC. Like in comparison to where
What's
we're
the thing
from,
that
that's
them?
the South.
Was
Van.
that group Crucial Conflict and them kind of
Yes,
guys? And
yes,
yeah,
Yeah, okay, so
yes,
yeah, I can see how y'all can say like UGK and
yes,
8 Ball MJG country
yes,
rap. I get it. But
yes.
I get
Ghetto
that.
Boy.
But I'm talking about the country genre. I don't think you'll see UGK in the country genre
Nah,
or 8 Ball and MJG.
that's
I'm
what I'm
talking
nah.
saying.
about you look up country, be like Billy Ray Cyrus, Cowboy Troy. You know what I'm saying?
This is my first time hearing a country rap like that, a country rap genre. It's my first time hearing of it.
It's some
Man,
raw ones, man. And they talking they stuff, man. And you know they carry big guns and they got big trucks and they got all
yeah,
the bikes and they got all the girls and they drinking beer and smoking all growing their own weed with all the land and ATVs. They talk their stuff.
Okay.
yeah. Man, when you get a chance, look up Cowboy Troy. I can't say one of his songs is good. I don't remember.
I
Probably
most
not because I don't still listen to him.
I
But
most certainly will. I most certainly will. Cowboy Troy. Before we even end this live, I'm gonna play one. All right, so I got one more. I got one more topic I want to discuss with y'all, and this one probably gets us shut down tonight, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So MAGA is beefing with some of MAGA, and let me know in the comments, just with a thumbs up or thumbs down. Do you believe that Trump is switching positions with regards to um, um, war? Do you believe that Trump is switching position? Thumbs up if you believe so, thumbs down if you don't. And thank you everyone for being respectful and cordial inside of the chat. But I only want to hear brutal honesty whenever y'all. They said Jelly Roll. They keep on pointing out Jelly Roll. Apparently, he the biggest in that country genre, Jelly Roll. But he's not a singer, is he?
Yeah,
I mean, he's not a rapper. He's a singer.
No, he started off as a rapper.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's everything. He just in the culture. I got you, like T-Pain.
Just as another country artist, he's not a country rapper. He's just a country artist. Cash Culpepper. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he has one of the most unique voices that's like raspy and soulful. He is phenomenal.
He sound like a pimp.
Huh?
Cash Culpepper sound like a pimp.
No, Cash Culpepper. C-U-L-P Pepper.
Yeah.
He do sound like he got a manicure about to slap some.
His real name is Cashmere. Cashmere Culpepper.
Cashmere. All right. So here. So this one right here is for you, Anna P. So you get to go first. Since you said that, see, Anna P said that Trump is switching sides. That's what she said.
Trump, they pointed out, was elected on getting us out of wars in the Middle East.
You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon.
When did Trump suggest that Iran was even on his mind?
Everybody, no nuclear weapons. You can't give them nuclear weapons.
It'd be one thing if Trump had campaigned on stopping Iran's nuclear program.
Don't let Iran have nuclear weapons. That's my only thing I have to tell you today.
But for Trump to just voice this policy on us, completely out of the blue.
Including Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. That's all. They can't have nuclear weapons. It's too destructive, too powerful. They can't have it.
Without any warning.
I just don't want them to have a nuclear weapon.
Well, it's a betrayal, wouldn't you say? What else do you call it when you say one thing on the campaign trail?
They cannot have a nuclear weapon. That was the only thing. The one thing I said, you cannot have.
And another thing when you get into office.
You can't let Iran have nuclear weapons.
No, I don't want the U.S. to get bogged down in another war in the Middle East. I think many of the arguments regarding Iran are bogus, as I've said repeatedly on the show. But it also seems strange.
All right, Anna P, you go.
All right. So I agree. Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. I understand that. And Trump also campaigned on being the president of peace, which is what we all expect him to be. But when it comes to this whole Iran situation, the reason that I think a lot that voted for him are disappointed is because of the fact that in the past 48 hours, Iran has been trying to get Trump to negotiate so that they can have a ceasefire reached, and Trump has said no. And
how many days did he give them?
60. I agree. Listen.
No. Don't start talking fast. I'm just going to ask you, how many days did he give him to sign the deal?
60 days.
And then what day did they finally want to start negotiating?
On day 62.
That's true.
Yep.
So you mean to tell me he should change his rules because they decide not to follow his? He gave them a deadline that they could have met, but they stubbornly and purposefully decided to do their own thing when they wanted to. And now we're blaming the man that gave that one. Do you see this right here?
Yeah, no, I understand. And Van, if I'm being completely honest, you already know this, but your viewers might not. The only reason that I kind of have some kind of feelings about this, I mean, trust me, it doesn't mean that I regretted voting for Trump. I'm still in support of whatever he decides to do because I trust him and I voted for him because I trust his judgment. But I feel a certain type of way because my grandparents are currently in Tehran getting bombed on by Israel. So it's a different conversation or a different opinion that I'm having right now than I would if that wasn't the situation. So I know I am completely biased in terms of thinking that, yeah, you said 60 days, and on the 62nd day, they asked to negotiate for a cease deal or a cease treaty. Then, yeah, my opinion is completely biased because of that.
And I completely 1000% understand. Like I was saying before, when it comes to these topics, someone that's a little that's closer to it will feel a different type of way. And I don't fault you from that at all. So I 1000% I get it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, honestly, none of this really would have happened if Obama hadn't even done the nuclear deal with Iran, because by doing that, he basically gave billions of dollars to the regime, who got emboldened to be able to fund all this terrorism across the planet. And if anyone knows how shitty this regime is, it's the people in Iran. That's why you don't see any actual Iranians are not protesting what Israel is doing, because they want this regime to fall. My grandparents, the last time that I spoke to them, which was after the first wave of attacks from Israel, were telling me how people were ecstatic in Tehran, because they were like, finally, this is the end of the past 46 years. They don't know what the future might be. Maybe it falls into a pile of garbage like it did with Iraq and Afghanistan, but they know that they'd rather risk that happening versus continuing with what they have right now. And Iran used to not be the way that it is. I don't know if people are familiar with Iran during the time of the Shah, but it was basically the Europe of the Middle East. You didn't have to, it was not under Islamic law. You could wear bikinis at the beach. You didn't have to cover up whenever you went out. Alcohol was served. They had bars and nightclubs, and it was basically like a Western country, but in the Middle East. And now, after the revolution, it's turned into a second world country, and it's just terrible. And the government does not care about the people. They use their people as human shields. And sorry, go ahead.
No, but what do you say to what this guy Scott just now said? You was telling me something earlier about this.
Oh, so okay.
Her internet is internet, yeah.
Yeah, like mine was earlier.
Okay. Can you guys see me now?
Yeah, we can see you and hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Scott, my cousins, from what I spoke with them about last night, because whenever I saw Trump's truth, I called them and messaged them, and he was telling me that the Iranian government had blocked off highways, either stating that those highways had been bombed or that they needed to block it off for military use so that they could keep the population of Tehran in Tehran. They were finding reasons to make it as difficult as possible to leave the city. And on top of that, the gas, just to get gas at the gas station, there were lines that were as long as 6 hours. So the traffic, coupled with highways being shut down, coupled with gas shortages and the long lines, have made it dang near impossible for the population to properly evacuate from the city. And when they want to evacuate, they don't even know where they can go that's going to be safe. Because Iran has a strategic thing where they have put all of their nuclear things, or where they hold certain material and whatever, they have it scattered all throughout the country, so that even if you do evacuate, you're still near a place that is going to become a target.
I'm sorry, can I interrupt you and say one thing?
Go ahead.
Bub, what you and Robin doing this weekend, man? Saturday.
Saturday, you know, our anniversary is Friday.
Y'all anniversary Friday, so y'all gonna be out celebrating, having a good time on Saturday.
Yeah, more than likely, yep.
If y'all are free between 3 and 12, pull up to the house. We having a cookout.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
Yeah,
We'll
y'all
be
just
there.
pull up, say hi, bye if y'all in the area.
Yeah, we'll definitely. We'll be there.
I'll bring the
booze. Pull up, let us give y'all a hug and say happy anniversary, and y'all can get something to eat and roll out and do something that y'all ain't got to spend no money on.
Man, what? That's what I was thinking, because we're doing I think we're gonna do a spa, Bali and Spring Spa.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna do that Friday. Saturday, I don't know what we're doing Friday night, but Saturday we kind of taking turns picking stuff. So I picked the spa. You gotta pick something for the night.
Okay, well, whatever y'all decide to do, I know it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be ticklish. I got a pedicure one time. It was ticklish as hell.
Man, what? I'm addicted to them jumps, bro. I try to go once a month.
Oh, you like them?
Man, I love them.
Oh
I
man,
love 'em. I ain't know what I was missing, bro.
they be dipping your feet in the little pond with the fishes, having the fish eat dead
Oh
skin.
nah, I don't do all of that. I don't even do all of that. But the little lady, she like rubbed her finger down the middle of my calf. Man, my feet was tingling for the rest of the day, bro. It ain't never happened to me before.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta get me one. I gotta give me another pedicure. My wife
Yeah,
always told me
bro.
how hard my feet is anyway.
Man, get one, bro. It's gonna change your life.
That's like
Tell them don't do that scrapey thing. That scrapey thing tickle me too. So I tell them don't do that.
I'm gonna tell them to leave me be when it comes to that. In your video when they was bringing you out your Father's Day gifts, you was like, "Hey, don't show my feet."
Yeah, man. Because like I said, I throw my slippers on. I like to be barefoot in the house, but I
Yeah,
threw my slippers on. I was up early that morning too, studying and all of that, and then they come in here while I'm playing a game.
Just so you know, Anna P, that's a defense mechanism of mine. I like to just for a moment speak about something positive. Just get away from all of this. It's so much going on. Your family is literally in the middle of it. It's so much traffic trying to get out. It's like freaking leaving, trying to get out of New York during 9/11. You know what I mean? It's like probably like that. It was like trying to get out of DC, downtown DC. I don't know where you was working on that day. Were you downtown that day? 9/11?
9/11. I was at Georgetown University. I was working there, and I was setting up a party on a roof, and I swear a plane. I was just talking to my boss, telling him, I was like, "Oh, that plane was low. It seemed like I could touch it." And then next thing you know, it was just like smoke.
Wow.
I saw the smoke coming up. He was like, come inside, we're under attack. And
Wow.
bro, I'll never forget that, bro.
That was a wild day, bro.
Man, what?
Day. But yeah, right now, that's what Anna P's family is dealing with in Tehran. It's Tehran.
Tehran. Yeah.
Tehran. And because that was the last place that that Israel sent missiles to, right? Now, what do you think about the video that's circulating that Iran has? Have you seen the video that's circulating with that Iran got a pair of hands and they're massaging like a nuclear missile head?
I haven't seen that, but there is a response from their supreme leader that just dropped 5 minutes ago that I want to discuss after we go over what you're talking about right now.
Well, what am I talking about?
No, in terms of the hand thing, that the video that you're talking about, I haven't seen that. So let's
okay. Yeah. So so I'm gonna let y'all know this. Two things. Tucker Carlson said earlier that we should not get into no wars because our military is way weaker than it's ever been. And then Candace Owens said that Donald Trump was bought by a lady named Miriam. I don't know her name. Miriam something. She paid $100 million or something like that, and all she wanted was for him to get rid of Gaza, the Gaza Strip, get rid of some other things in Iran and all these other things. So it made it seem like she believes that Trump was bought off to do these things and work with Israel the way he is. So there's a whole bunch of conspiracies going around right now. Dave Smith has turned away from Trump, has apologized for even supporting him, and it's a bunch of things going on with that. So but this video right here, and again, Trump was very consistent in saying that he did not want Iran to have a nuclear warhead. Well, this video came out earlier today, and I believe I shared it. I think I shared it. I thought I shared it. Van, did you share it? Maybe you didn't. All right, so let me see if I can find it right quick. The nuclear warhead. Let me see, warhead and Iran. Let me see. Because they put out a message saying that the world would never be the same after the night. Y'all didn't see that joint?
No, I didn't.
God dang it, man. Yeah, when I went, well, after I saw that, I was like, get the hell out of here, man. What the heck is going on? Yeah, I cannot freaking find it again, man. That's probably a good sign, a good thing that I can't find it.
Man, they probably took it down.
But here's one thing though, I do want to say this, and guys, y'all need to know this one right here. This is big. C1. Tulsi Gabbard said she would resign if Trump allows us to go into war. This is a big name on Trump's team right here.
Let's see how this plays out.
Let's see how this plays out.
You know,
she said she would resign. She's out. So a lot of things are coming forward. Now, you said what came out in 5 minutes ago? My bad. I can't find the video I was looking for. If I do come across it, I'll show you. But what was it?
What did Trump say that they're making them think that the U.S. is going to go to war?
Trump said that we have 40% control over Iranian airspace, which he said we as in us, the U.S. His tweets today have just been on a roll. The U.S. is entering this war. That's without a doubt. All the experts know the rhetoric. I've even chat GPT'd it in accordance to comparing it to history. The U.S. is entering this war.
Until it happens, it hasn't happened.
It's already happening. The U.S. has sent the bombers, the tankers.
And the smoke from the clouds that was sent over to Tehran actually looked like Trump.
Really? I haven't seen
Bro,
that.
I'm not lying. Why would I lie?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Honestly, that's hilarious.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely hilarious. Where is that? Can you please retweet that so I can get it?
Look, side by side.
That's him.
That's him. This was just now posted by Dom Lucre on
I met him at a Turning Point USA event. He's a cool guy.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like
nice.
he'd be a cool dude.
He's very nice.
He always starting stuff on X.
Mm-hmm. I got a picture with him.
I got to do the deep dive and go underground and hear what they're talking about underground.
So here's something that MSNBC is saying about it.
The president of the United States abruptly left the G7 yesterday amidst the escalating war between Israel and Iran, a war the U.S. is clearly implicated in as Israel's closest ally, its biggest defense funder. At first, it seemed like U.S. officials were basically saying, Israel is in this alone. They're doing it by themselves. Don't look at us. But now Donald Trump seems to be outright embracing the war, perhaps putting us in as part of it. In a series of truly deranged posts, he ordered Tehran to evacuate, which is a wild and dangerous thing to say to a city of nearly 10 million people who have nowhere really to go. He then appears to have deleted that post. Then he claimed that we, presumably meaning the US and Israel together, have, quote, complete and total control of the skies over Iran, and rather threateningly said he knows exactly where Iran's supreme leader is, but he is not going to kill him for now. So, an open question on this evening. Is the US at war too? Has the US actually joined this war? And I have to say, having covered American politics post 9/11 and then Iraq, it feels like we are in some ways back at square one with a lot of the same people beating the war drum.
I would like to see this regime fall, but I'm going to leave it up to the president as to what to do. And
I would like to see this regime fall. All right, so that was put out, and then this was put out right here. Just to show that he did not say those things. He said this right here, that Iran should have signed the deal. I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. So if you have Iran constantly going over the airwaves saying we have nuclear weapons and we about to cause some sugar honey iced tea, what exactly do you expect for somebody who's waiting for somebody to start some sugar honey iced tea so that he can show the world what he's made of? Why would you bait Trump in this? I can see you doing it with tariffs, but why would you do it when it comes to your entire country potentially being destroyed?
Can I just kind of
Yes.
give you the inside scoop on how Iran functions?
Yes.
A blanket statement prefacing everything that I'm about to say. If there was a way to wipe out all of the people that are like the government people, that are like Khomeini and Ahmadinejad, the previous president, and all those people, without hurting the innocent people in Iran, I would be 100% for that. But when it comes to the game that the government of Iran plays, they do this well. For years, all of the money that they received during the Iranian nuclear deal that Obama had signed, all that money was not going to the citizens of the country. It was being funneled into Hezbollah and in turn to Hamas. And now any kind of deal, they are going to act like they are going to stop their nuclear program, but it's only for show. They are going to continue their nuclear program because they have it in them that they need to have nukes. And the second that they develop those nukes, where are they sending it? Straight to Israel. That is something that is just, it's been known for 50 years that is their goal, to annihilate Israel. And after Israel, it is to annihilate the US. That is the mentality of that regime, not the people, the regime.
So here's the thing. You can't separate the regime from the people.
Yeah, you can.
When it comes to war, you
Iran,
cannot. When it comes to war, you cannot. And if you, honestly, I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Feel free to school me and tell me how they can separate the people from the regime when it comes to war.
think about how many attempts at a revolution have happened in Iran from 2000 till now. How many uprisings have there been? And the biggest one that I remember was in 2009 during Obama's presidency, where a lot of people, a lot of Iranians in the US were calling on Obama to stand with and side with the people that were in the streets and where the regime was actually scared. Because people, I don't know, countless people were shot by their Revolutionary Guard. and killed in the streets because of the amount of people that had poured out. Think of BLM, but times 10. And Obama.
Are you talking about a
didn't make
protest, a riot?
It was
I'm not talking about a riot. I'm talking about shooting missiles to
I
somebody's.
understand that, but I'm saying the people are not in agreement with whatever the government is deciding to do. The government is choosing to start a war that the people do not want.
I understand that. I understand that. And that's their politics. I get it. But once the government sets way to a war, the other people are casualties of it because they don't make the decisions. So, are you saying that the countries that they pose a threat to should be empathetic toward their people and not even concerned with the fact that their war systems have these
I
missiles
can't hear you.
their
Something
cities?
is wrong with your mic. I can't hear you.
Test 1 2.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You hear me? I understand what you're saying, the politics of it all, but that means nothing to a country that you're threatening to blow up.
I know that.
If I'm the country that you're sending missiles over to,
Mhm.
you kiss my ass with all these other stories you talking about. You find that me and my people right now, I'm thinking about, okay, they're trying to take us all out. In order for me to prevent that, I got to take you out first. It's like somebody running up in your house at night. Are you going to consider their family at home, their beautiful kids that they have? No, you're not. You're going to take them up out of here. Even
No,
if
I
they
completely agree.
big old t-shirt of their wife and kids on their t-shirt, you're going to be like, I will shoot you, but your wife is so beautiful.
Well,
get out of my house. Just goes
from what I just saw, I'm wondering what do they expect Trump to do? From what I just saw, like not deep diving into it and everything, it sounds like they're taunting him.
Yeah, my man got an ego too. He said what he said, and he's gonna stand on it.
But if they're taunting him, they're taunting us too, because the bombs would land on us.
True.
So we would want him to flex a little bit of muscle.
But is that the behest of her family, though? Is that
we want to go to war? Sometimes somebody gonna flex on you. Like you gotta go to war sometimes. It's not about if you want to go to war. They might not want to do this, but you put my back to the wall.
But the thing is it our war to fight if Israel is the one that started this with Iran? I'm not saying Israel started the entire conflict that led to this, because we know that started October 7th, but I'm saying in terms of the conflict that's happening right now.
You are the U.S. Anna P. You're the U.S.
Yeah.
Good is Iran, and me and C1 are with Israel. Iran said that we have nuclear weapons and we plan on destroying Israel. And then after we destroy Israel, we coming for Anna P. They have showed that they have nuclear weapons and that they plan on making a statement tonight. They're going to try to take me and C1 out tonight, and then they're coming for you next. Are you telling me that if you had the power to step in and do something about that, you would not prevent them from getting to your doorstep when you know that they've already started with me and C1s?
I'm trying to play a little bit of a devil's advocate, but realistically, if you want my honest answer.
No, I want you to lie to me.
You want? No, I'm not going to. I can't do that. I can play devil's advocate, but just to see the other side. That's what Debate Club taught me, and I can't seem to forget that. But honestly, I just want to see either the U.S. or
and you're not going to answer my question.
Israel. No, I want them to freaking lay them out. Lay them on their freaking ASS. Lay them out.
Then your whole family is now. So you see how this works. It's like C1 was just
I
now
understand
saying.
that.
C1 said, "Look, it's time for him to show what he's capable of doing. If he claimed that he's going to be about his business, people are going to be expecting for him to stand on it now. And now everybody's going to be looking like war hogs, like we won a war when we really don't. But when you have a company, or I always call these countries companies because that's how I look at them. But when you have a country that's just so emboldened on, and guess what? Not for nothing. I understand that Iran are doing it because they feel like they know that they are in danger from Israel. They know this. Don't know the history of them going back and forth, so I'm not going to go and get into it, but they have some type of fear in it, but they also have more hate. They also have some hate too. Not the people, but the government who are starting all this mess. And
the people have that hate towards the government. The people absolutely hate the government. And I mean, especially a couple years ago, a woman was killed because she was arrested for not having her hijab on properly. And she died in custody because they beat her so bad. So the people are very, very fed up with the regime. And now it's just a matter of time. Now is the perfect opportunity for the people to actually come out while the regime is crippled, because they are crippled. This is the time where they can't fight two fronts. They can't fight internally and externally.
so you're saying your family members actually want the U.S. to intervene and take them up out of here?
Yes. My grandparents, after the first wave of attacks, when I spoke with them,
yeah. So what's the problem?
they were thrilled at what Israel is doing. Iranians in Tehran were celebrating in the streets at what Israel is doing. And then you have Western pro-Palestine people here siding with the regime in Iran, which is mind-blowing, because the actual Iranians are dancing in the streets because they think that this is finally the end of the regime.
Well, whoever's helping the regime is apparently getting something out of it. And the people of Tehran is not on their radar at all. They basically using them as a shield. And it's fucked up situation, because I'm the type that I got my own problems, so I'm gonna stay over here. Y'all hash that out. But if I hear you saying after I deal with this motherfucker, I'm coming to you. Oh no, I gotta go help that motherfucker.
That's
You
when
know what
my
I'm saying?
antennas go off right there.
Yeah,
Because
it just is what it is.
yeah, I don't know too much about the history, and I can't break it down like how you doing, Anna. Like, I'm just getting a history lesson through you right now. But like Hood said, like when I hear like after them, it's your turn. Hold on, man. Wait a second. Now you got my attention.
Yeah, see, that's what they've been saying in the 70s. That has been known since the 70s.
So
It's Israel first and then America next. Can I share something that I had? Because in 2013, my grandpa wasn't feeling too well. So me and my mom went to Iran so that we could be with him, because we didn't know if he was going to make it or not. And when we went there, on the second day, we went to the cemetery, the Armenian cemetery, because Christians and Muslims need to be buried separately. We went to the Armenian cemetery that was right next to their military base in Tehran. And we went there for my other grandpa's grave so that we could lay flowers in at that place. And then the second we find my grandfather's grave, all I hear is Mar Bar America. Translates to death to America. The second I heard that, chills down my spine. I looked straight to my mom. I'm like, we're getting the out on the next plane. I'm not staying here. I was terrified. This is 2013. I was 19 years old. And the first thing that I hear when I get to Iran is a chant in Farsi saying "Death to America." And this was at a time where tensions weren't high. There was nothing going on. It was just a part of their military drill that they chant "Death to America." And that's the country that is now saying that they want to negotiate with the US.
Yeah, so we got
These
to
are
let
the
it
things
play
that
out.
people here don't know.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
I'm sure.
we got to let it play out. We got to let let's watch the art of the deal.
Let's watch the art of the deal. All right. So that was a good talk. Hey, Bub,
What's
good
up?
luck tomorrow, man, on your test, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anna P, I'm gonna pray for your family over there in Tehran.
Thank you.
But
Absolutely.
like C1 just now said, we gotta let this thing play out and just hope for the best, you know.
Let's hope we don't have to lose our youth to a 20-year war off of the
Yeah,
stupid
man.
people.
Yeah, because you know they're gonna bring back the draft
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of people that's real sugary that's not going to the military.
Right.
Yeah.
Gen
Yeah, a
Z
lot of
can't
people.
fight a war.
And that's a real point. That's why they doing that, and that's what that Tyler Perry and everything is about too. That's real. Like, yo, we talking about people that would take your heads off, do all kinds of things to you, while you making men softer. You think the other countries not watching? Like, yo, now's the time. They're
Yeah,
into soft
absolutely.
men. These men can't
Toxic
defend themselves.
masculinity is what they call it. They call it toxic masculinity. You can't be a man no more.
And in these inner cities, the amount of moisture that's running around, like, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna survive.
Nope.
I guess that's what Tucker Carlson was talking about. He was like, man, all these sugary guys around here, we ain't even got
Yeah.
no
And
military like we used to.
Van, you want to hear something funny though?
Is
My
it fun?
dad said, yeah, it actually is. You know my pops. You've met him.
He cool as hell.
He's
so damn
cool.
cool.
He's a character. But he was saying that if the US does go to war with Iran, he's signing up. He's enlisting. Like he'll go through boot
Wow.
camp another time just so he can go fight against the country that he fled because he hates it that much.
Wow. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm too old to be rolling over in the grass and jumping up with a gun.
Deep.
Tap dancing around the grass, hoping I don't stand on the landmine. No. I'm good.
So don't
I'm
they
just
got an app
praying.
for that right now? They ain't got an app for that.
They ain't got an app for that. Sending some drones or something.
Yeah, somebody got
Damn
to
that.
build an app. I'll get the app. I'll download the app and do it from my phone.
Y'all have been dope, man. Hey, everybody, thank y'all so much for pulling up and being a part of the festivities. Y'all are absolutely phenomenal. If there was something that I could improve of on our next call, please let me know. And make sure you go ahead and like the video if you haven't yet, and consider sharing it and watching. On, let me see. Yeah, consider sharing it and watching the whole thing if you came in the middle. All right. Thanks again to all my blues too. Y'all are phenomenal. Everybody who's considering doing some content creation, and you need a push or you need some extra keys, pull up. Email me. My information is inside this descriptions. The YouTube course is the very first link in the descriptions, and the second link is this young lady right here. I'm gonna play this last video before we leave, just to show this young lady repping. She's so dope. She started following me on Instagram. We stopped following each other today because she's cool as hell. All right, but y'all continue to have an amazing day. And C1, Bob, Anna P, thanks again for joining.
Good night,
Everybody have
y'all.
a great night. Here we go.
off the plantation! My people want to come off the plantation! Get off the plantation! You ain't white man, come you ain't white man! You ain't that freaky man! Oh, good boy! Oh, baby! Oh, baby! They vote Democrat every time. Democrats don't do shit. And then when I don't vote Democrat, they're like, you're a sellout.
It's a low vibration. It's low vibration.
Literally. What the other Democrats do for y'all? Nothing.
They're just mad.
Where's the proof?
We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.